Hi Vibers. I was cut off yesterday in my video when I was talking about the Salvia Divinorum time travel, and I definitely had a lot more to say on that subject. So the reason I was thinking about time travel and this experience that I had of not just accessing my consciousness that exists outside of time and space itself, but actually traveling along the linear track to other points in my lifetime via Salvia Divinorum. It was like, okay, well that's like that's a lot different than just like, hey, I can talk to myself that knows everything along linear time. And the reason that's of interest to me is because the future is an illusion and the past is an illusion. And it is only the present that truly exists. And so we must exist in the present. However, being human, we are the product of the experiences and the memories that we have had in the past. And that's pretty tricky. Now, of interest, the reason this Salvia trip of mine was of interest is because back when I did it, I was completely, blissfully in love. My twin flame and I were just like awesome, and we were just like ushering in the evolution of human consciousness and enjoying sharing it with everyone and enjoying being part of the evolution. And there was not any stressor in my life that I would wish to escape from. Now, that is not to say I was not debilitatingly disabled. I did have extreme disability then, and the physical ailments that I experienced did not deter me from wanting to participate in the reality, in the current reality where I had smoked the salvia, and I wanted to return to that. Like, I was like, here's this bubble that I was in, and I went back to a different bubble, but I didn't want to be in that bubble. But now I'm like, whoa, maybe now if I smoked a little Salvia Divinorum and I went back in time and I almost like sat down and pressed play on a past bubble, like if that afforded me the opportunity to change my present and not be here where I am. My twin flame now verbally, emotionally abuses me consistently, not constantly. It is because he experienced trauma. He experienced trauma because of me, because of my disability. He used marijuana to cope with that trauma, and his personality just cleaved and cleaved and cleaved and cleaved and cleaved and cleaved until, whoops! Oh, the identity that he had where he was my boyfriend and he loved me and he knew that we were twin flames and that this was the evolution of human consciousness, that doesn't communicate with the guy who just verbally berates me all the time. He has a dissociative disorder. He dissociates, he has dissociative identity disorder, and he doesn't know that, he doesn't admit that. And we can't talk about that with him because it freaks him out. It disgusts him because he's repulsed by me. Since being traumatized by me, he views me as a monster. So he's like, I made out with you, like, he's disgusted by it. And it's like, yeah, like, you totally acted like my boyfriend for a couple of years before I realized that you had dissociative identity disorder. Ha 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 ha. I'm living Fight Club. It's so fun. And it's synchronicity. Like, both of the like wind down videos that I put on Netflix to watch last night before going to bed referenced Fight Club, and it's like